Good morning. This is Rebecca Ricks with the Homeschool Connection, and I'm doing a follow-up to our blog, What's Your Brew? And today we're just doing a real quick follow-up to Tuesday's post, Education for Your Vacation. And we had kind of done a poll and asked some people to give us some ideas on things that they like to do or activities that they really enjoy with their summer. And we had a few come back, and it was pretty interesting to me that we did a poll, and on the poll most people decided that they usually try to do something educational over the summer. Every 2 to 3 days try to pull out something, and almost everyone did something at least once a week that they thought was educational that they wanted to try to pull out and keep their kids' minds interested and involved in it. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I wasn't really sure how everybody would respond to that, but it was exciting to know that everybody does keep it. So I was kind of thinking, as a quick follow-up, what are some really fast things you can do, and what are some important guidelines or standpoints for people to try to keep up with. So I was thinking, well, if they're going into kindergarten, we kind of assume that they don't know anything going into kindergarten. So you can work on counting, of course, and ABCs. But really going forward from that, if you're going in between kindergarten and first grade, some things that you can work on is, again, more counting, but addition, because that's a big year to keep up with making sure that they remember those concepts so you don't have to reteach again in the fall. Some addition, and that can easily be done with just a few worksheets, counting, adding together. That can be quickly done. We're not talking about anything that a full lesson, but it's just a couple things that you can keep them with. And then at the end of second grade, going into third, we really want to have those addition and subtraction facts done. Now, third grade on the math side is a huge multiplication year. Most curriculums, we start introducing multiplication. So during the summer, keeping those multiplication facts really alive, or at least starting most of those. And a really good way to do that is skip counting. Teaching them skip counting songs, 2s, 3s, 4s, keeping going. Fourth grade is a big fraction year. So the summer going into fourth grade, you want to really have those multiplication down again, starting to read some more books, getting into some good chapter books and things like that. Going into fifth grade, again, I know I sound like a broken record, I'm sorry, but multiplication. If you don't learn your multiplication tables, you're kind of stuck, unfortunately, for math. So we're going to keep working, and then if you're going into sixth grade, something really important as we're going into middle school is getting into some more structured writing over the summer. So maybe doing, multiplication, reading some good books, and then getting into some writing for your 6th and 7th and 8th graders. And then, of course, as we're going in and trying to just keep something in front of them in 9th and 10th, the best thing to do is get a good reading list and have some books that they can read up on for the subjects they're going to be learning the next year, maybe to get them interested in subjects for the next year. But as they're little, a big thing is just keeping those math facts in front of them and having them read all the time. And then, of course, there's all kinds of fun things you can do that don't necessarily have to be a structured learning. All of those science projects and all of that, whatever they're really interested in, summertime is that time to kind of explore it and really get excited and interested in what you're doing with that. So those were just some kind of extra standpoints I was thinking about. One mom was pointing out on something that she had tagged, that she goes and gets the cheap dollar store coloring books that have on the different grade levels. And she lets them play school. So one of them gets to be the teacher for the day and assigns it and gets the pencils out. And I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. Even if they're just sitting down and doing a creative, a little bit, they're getting to teach the younger ones ABCs or something little that they're doing whenever they want to go over that day, or lets them be the teacher for the day over the summer. And I thought that was kind of neat and kind of an interesting idea. But next week, we will be back on Tuesday at 9 o'clock, and we'll be going over homeschool styles. and what is right for you. So really, I'm super uber excited about this, because really we can talk about what is your brew. Really, what is your perfect mix of homeschooling? There's all different types. There's 5 or 6 different types, and we'll talk about each one. And when you're kind of picking curriculum or deciding what kind of homeschool you are, or maybe you don't know about the other types, you always used one, we're going to really go into that homeschool styles, what's right for you. So please, thank you so much for taking the time to watch these and read over. And if you would, please like and share our page with other people. As we're just starting out here, we really appreciate it. And we will see you next Tuesday at 9 o'clock for homeschool styles, which one is right for you and for you and your family. So we look forward to seeing you then, and hope you all have a great day. And I will see you next Tuesday.